Trump being Trump, had to mention what Modi would not like to hear. Icing on the cake of excitement was the way MBS reacted to it. He clapped.
Whose interest is it in to have a continued wave of terrorism in Pakistan when Pakistan has been fighting it?
Need to launch what I call diplomatic missiles.
It is really entrenched in the sort of requirements that are required at the moment.
Hello everybody, great to be with you. Again, we are excited to talk about some very exciting events, and this event took place in Saudi Arabia. What a day it was for the region, what a day it was for MBS, what a day it was for Donald Trump. The whole hall packed, the whole world watching, and big ticket events happening. A deal on investment worth $600 billion, no less. One arms trade and purchase and sale deed alone would be amounting to like $142 billion plus. The biggest between these two countries and the biggest in living memory. And then at this particular point in time, Trump being Trump, had to mention what Modi would not like to hear. And this is how he went about describing his great efforts to bring about peace between India and Pakistan. So for Modi, who has been making a totally and starkly different claim that it was India that essentially closed this conflict on its own terms, that it was Pakistan that asked for ceasefire, he wouldn't like to hear what Trump said, but Trump has already said it. What did Trump actually say? That I told both of these guys to just stop it. And they had to stop it. Like two words, stop it, and they had to stop it. Contrast these two words with a million words that Modi has already spoken to his own audience, saying that, I am the one with an upper hand. I am the one deciding when to start a war. I am the one deciding when to close the war, and I'm going to restart it. Trump is saying that's not possible. Modi said nuclear blackmail. Trump is saying a horrible event would have happened, and I told them to do trade. So people in India, Modi's opponents, sooner or later will be asking, did you trade India's interests for trade? Did you bow before Trump's diktat? Because that's what this guy is saying, not standing in his own turf. He's in a third country. And the most amazing part to me, like icing on the cake of excitement, was the way MBS reacted to it. He clapped. So you have the Saudis and the Americans telling the world that they wielded their influence and forced India onto the negotiating table. This is big hit to Modi, and Modi is bound to do something to reclaim his original status of somebody who's calling the shots.
I want to talk about what Modi has been saying and what Pakistan has not been saying. Really, this is the topic we should be relating to. I understand that Kashmir stands first because every controversy generates from Kashmir, and it is related to Kashmir. But then in this water treaty, it is also very important for Pakistan, and I guess it's immediate in nature. The less talked about issue is issue of terrorism. Pakistan should really be talking about it. When Indians say that we want to talk about terrorism, Pakistan should also make it very clear that we want to talk to you about terrorism as well. But there are priorities. In this water treaty is a priority. Kashmir is also a priority because the international spotlight is on Kashmir at the moment. That's the right strategy. But we should also couple it with the issue of terrorism. People would say if we're talking out of, without any proof, that's not the case really. What has been happening in Pakistan in the last few years, and mind you, I've been traveling to conflict-ridden areas since 2009, 2010, and we've been in the middle of it, and it's such an evil thing. It eats into your resources, causes loss of life, and it makes you psychologically sick, really. whose interest is it in to have a continued wave of terrorism in Pakistan when Pakistan has been fighting it all along for decades now? Is it in Iran's interest? No, it's not. Look at their diplomatic efforts when Pakistan and India were facing off were trying to find a solution. They were visiting Pakistan. The foreign minister went to India as well. Is it in interest of Afghanistan? I don't think so. Taliban are handicapped, but the TTP needs money. Where is this money flowing in from? Look at BLA, what they've been doing. Their spokesperson sits on Indian television channels when Jafar train is attacked and dozens of people are killed. The whole world unites in condemning the incident, and Indian media, they praise it. They make fun of Pakistan's security forces. So whenever you talk to Indians, make it clear that you have to come clean on this as well.
That's a very important point that Faisal made about highlighting terrorism as a long-term concern that Pakistan has, terrorism that is fomented by India. Pakistan also has to move on multiple other fronts. Economy has to really do the kind of wonders that Air Force has been able to do for Pakistan, that the defense establishment has been able to do for the defense of the country. Really need to fast track. We understand that there's a compulsion. Economies do not grow as fast as jets fly. We understand that. We also understand that there are structural problems that Pakistan has, but there has to be a robust start to it. These are not normal circumstances. So when Modi says that I want to turn this into a new normal, for Pakistan, the new normal has to be this new sense of energy, this new sense of emergency, this new sense of exigency. Somebody gave a brilliant headline to an article that I was reading in the New York Times. It said that nation's prosperity is a product of a great combination of hope and gloom. Hope and gloom. Gloom doesn't necessarily mean that you're sad or something. Gloom means that you are worried about what can come next. So you need to create that right kind of combination, and there is enough reasons for us to worry, because when you have a neighbor ambitious, expanding, governed by a person who speaks too much and sounds somewhat policy-wise unhinged, and they have nukes as well, and they have a rather terrible record. That's the worry part of it. The hope side is that you have been able to do miraculous things. So I think on the economic front we have to really move smartly and quickly and fast track a few things. We also need to launch what I call diplomatic missiles all across the world, carrying not warheads, not explosives on their tips, but really messages of the sort that Faisal was talking about, what India is doing inside Pakistan, what is Pakistan's case, how are we dealing with the banned organizations, how is Pakistan meeting its international commitments, and we have a very strong case. Ever since we got out of FATF, we have got a clean chit from international body that looks at terror financing. I don't think India would get that kind of a clean chit if you were to really present a case against Indian incursions into Pakistan, the sub-conventional war that they're fighting through their proxies. So we need to really launch on the diplomatic side of it. And then most important to me, as always, is to settle your domestic issues. I understand, unfortunately, that PTI does not give any space or hope to somehow broker a reasonable deal, but the effort has to continue. And my abiding and genuine hope is that sense prevails in PTI. They have some sensibility towards what's happening around Pakistan. They don't want to miss this bus, and frankly, Pakistan should also not miss this bus of opportunity of weaving all the desperate factions of politics together and becoming a functional whole. Till that time, frankly, we'll have to really bend our ears to what Modi is saying, because internally these issues will continue to nag us. Now is the time to really fold them up.
Talking about desperation, Modi's desperation is evident when he's talking, standing tall in front of that S-400 missile system, that nothing has happened, and talking about another attack threatening Pakistan. You can clearly see that he's talking out of his frustration. His speech is mired in desperation. So when Pakistan speaks and replies to Modi's allegations, Pakistan is talking about pure necessity to bring peace to this region, necessity to have a normal relationship with its neighbor. When it says the Indus Water Treaty, if you do not restore it, it will be considered an act of war. It is driven by necessity. It is not driven by the necessity to satisfy audience at home. I understand that there is Pahalgam incident at the back of all this, but look at what has happened in the wake of Pahalgam incident. It has provided India with an opportunity to accuse Pakistan of supporting terrorism. It has provided India with a platform to say that they will attack Pakistan, and they have done that, and they have attacked Pakistan. And it has put Pakistan on the backside. So we're the ones who got the short end of the stick in all this. So when I see Foreign Office's response to Modi's, I feel that it is really entrenched in the sort of requirements that are required at the moment.
That's a complete and composite view of the situation as we speak. We have given you the global dimension, we have given you the domestic dimension, we have given you the Indian dimension. Hopefully tomorrow we will have a slightly different subject to take up, though it doesn't look likely because things on the borders are really tense. Stay well.